Hello, hello, my friends. How are you tonight? Can you tell I'm on time tonight? Isn't this crazy? I'm not late. I hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day. No leprechauns attacked me today. Everything went great. The luck of the Irish is with me so far. Let's see how this night goes. So far, everything's working really good. If you have missed it and didn't notice, my maiden name's Murphy. So as a kid, leprechauns were not a big deal, but my dad really thought that he had to represent the whole day. Hey Shannon, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. I'm going to tell you a few things. If you should have gotten an email from me that explained what's going on, but if not, let me show. Hey Tammy. Okay, so if you go to karamiller.com, which is where we always send you to my website, you will notice a few new things. But really, it's everything old is new again. It's not really new. I have been away from Stampin' Up for almost 6 months now. Oh, good, Shannon. And it just isn't right. It just isn't right. I wish I could tell you that, oh, well, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I have just missed everything about all of it. I've missed playing with the cards and stamping, and as much as I love my Cricut, and P.S. the Cricut's not going to go anywhere. It's right here, sitting right here. I'm still going to be doing simple SVGs for my scrapbooking friends. There's still going to be a monthly subscription that allows you to get those. The overlays and the subscriptions will mostly be for my subscribers going forward. But all of that doesn't start till April. And I am back, both feet up to here in card making, and I am just happy as a clam. Why did I go back to Stampin' Up? I have to be honest with you. The products are, the stamps and the inks are just incredible, and there isn't anything like it. There just isn't. So I could pretend, but I don't pretend. I tell you the truth. And that's why I went back. I love the papers from close to my heart. They're beautiful, but they're for scrapbooking. And so for all of you, you can still do both. I can't do both as a business person. I have to pick one. I can't. It would be like Papa John's and Pizza Hut doing the same thing. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick your road. Someone told me once that you only have one butt, or as Grace would say, one tuchus. I can only ride one horse. So the horse that I decided to ride on is the horse that brought me here, and that's my Stampin' Up horse. So I hope that you're not unhappy, and I hope that you love the products as much as I do. My Facebook Lives are going to be a little more because it's cards and I can do it. The part that I love the most is that my brain only has to think about one thing, making fun stuff and being creative. It doesn't have to think about, well, did it connect and do I have the Bluetooth? And I don't have to do that, especially when I'm live with you guys. Oh, Kimberly, hey. So anywho, we're back. I am starting all over as though I were somebody who's never done Stampin' Up before. The only thing is different is that I know the product now, so I don't have to learn that. Shannon loves them both. And see, you can shop anywhere. It's awesome. They all have different pluses and minuses. I had to weigh them, and it was difficult. It's been a couple of weeks of really struggling. And if you, what I put in my post to my close friends that are in my subscriptions, they're my friends, even though that they subscribe to me, and they're my customers too. But as I told them, this was a lot of thinking, weighing, measuring, and praying to come up with this decision. It was hard. I'm not quite sure why I left in the first place, to be honest. I haven't figured that out yet, but at that point in time, that seemed like the right thing. All right, enough therapy about me. Let's make some cards. I posted a little bit. Oh, no, wait. Before I do that, I'm sorry. Let me just show you how to find things now because it looks different, okay? So the one big thing with Stampin' Up, when you shop with me, please, please, please use my host code that's right here. I'm setting up a page on my website, and I haven't done it yet, that will tell you what the prize is. When you shop with me, you get stuff. And so, but I need to know that you shop with me, and that's what the host code does. So it's always going to be right here in the top corner. This link that says shop at Stampin' Up, that brings you to my Shoppin' Up site. Hey, Kathy. Welcome. You can also get to Stampin' Up here. The blog, which is kind of, it's all scrapbooky right now. It'll go to some other stuff. I'll start adding things. There's Gracie working in our Stampin' Up paper pumpkin. If you want SVGs, the store is still here. Didn't go anywhere. It's all right here. Okay? And then to get back to the beginning, you go here. The big news, and I almost didn't even tell you this. The big news is the classroom's not going anywhere. There was a talk for a while. I had to negotiate a little. Had to work my talking skills here, but we're keeping the classroom. So it's right here. So any class that you've ever enrolled in, and I've had this classroom since I think 2016. Any class that you've enrolled in, it's still here. So, but you have to make sure that you log in first, or you won't see them. So come up here and log in right here, and then you'll see it. You'll see your list of classes. These, you can also click here, but if you click here and you're not logged in, it won't show anything. Right here, this is what's coming. These are classes that are currently open for enrollment. Right here, on Mondays, when I do Facebook Live, I upload the videos in there. I also put them on my YouTube channel, which is super easy to find if you just go here. Hello? Here. Yeah. There's the YouTube channel right there. So please subscribe there too so that you don't miss anything. But let me come back here. There is a new class coming. This one right here. And I am doing something I haven't done a lot of. I really haven't. Aw, Kimberly. Many times when I would do classes, I would just give you packets of paper. This class is going to be all pre-cut. I'll show you what that's going to look like in a minute. There will be a little taste of Cricut in it, and then everything else will be pre-cut for you. You won't need a Cricut. I will do the Cricuting for you. You won't need that. You're going to need to add your stamps, your inks, and I put down exactly what I'm using. So if you want to duplicate the cards I'm going to show you, you want to order these if you don't already have them. Okay? Super simple. There's going to be this one is a pre-recorded video with you step-by-steps. You can stop it, you can download it, you can take it on your phone or your tablet, and a tutorial for you to print out if you wanted, if you're somebody that needs the paper version. Okay? So you get both. And it's $20, and I mail everything to you. Now I can only leave this open for a little bit because I want you to get the stuff. And I have to cut it. It's like, again, we're going with a pizza analogy. It's like I make your pizza. If you then show up 3 hours later, the pizza's already gone. So you got more than 3 hours to get this, I promise. But if you're thinking that those hedgehogs, which, Kim, it's fun. Kimberly, it's fun that you're here. It's guinea pigs, right? We're having a guinea pig debate here. Grace wants a pet for her birthday in April, and it's a toss-up between a hamster and a guinea pig. I was going to have her call you, Kimberly, and you could tell her what you thought was the right answer, and I knew it already. And her mom is really pushing for a hamster because that seems easier. Send me some notes and tell me why it's not easier. If you have an opinion either way, let me know what you think. Okay? All right. Again, enough chit chat. So whenever you're lost, just go to thecaramiller.com and you'll find your way to everything else. Or drop me a note and say, what am I doing? I know. See, gerbils and hamsters are too mouse-ish for me. But the guinea pig is a lot of work, and they yell, and I'm old. I don't know. I did it when my kids were little, but it's up to her mom. But I really feel like she kind of has her hands full already. So it's a debate. Grace is doing research on which one is better. So far, I think we're going with the hamster because it seems easier to keep clean. But the guinea pig was a plus because it likes cuddles when you're 6. All right, everybody. So let's go make a card, or maybe 2. Of course, it has to be green. I even have brought in my little shamrock that I got today. Oh, Kelly, that's a good point. And when the pig gets out, you can find it. Good point. Okay, so I am using the Hand Penned Petals bundle. Say that fast 3 times. And I don't know if I really ever got to show you this because I got it and then we kind of drifted away, and I feel like I know where I need to be, but it took me a bit. This is the mini embosser. It's exactly the same as the big one, but it's little. I love, love, love it because, and honestly, this is the one I go to most of the time. If you're using an embossing folder, it won't fit. But if you're using, a good portion of the dies and the bundles, if you look at the website, you'll see this is on sale. It's $48 and change. And honestly, you could get by with just this if you don't have one. It holds 3 and 3 and probably 3.5 to be safe. The little, look, I mean, everything little is adorable anyway. But the little plates, 3.5. All right, so it holds 3.5. I'll show you how cool it is to work with. And I'm using some Versamark tonight and some heat embossing because, I went back to my fave. I would heat emboss all day long if you would let me. So this is I have 2 cards ready for you. We'll see how long we go, whether we just do 1 or 2. But this is the first one we're going to do. You can see I already got water on it. I am using the clear embossing powder, and everything is on this Facebook page that you're watching me on. Look down at the post just before I went live, and I listed all the stuff so you can go back and see it. I'll put them all together in one post so it's easier to find it later and you don't have to go searching, and they'll all be together in the YouTube video as well. Hey, Penny. Okay, so first things first, I did the cutting. I did all this stuff before you came. So this is your card base. This starts out at 8.5 by 11 of the thick basic white. You cut it in half down the middle, so at 5.5, and then you score it, so then you get this. Magic, right? And then you're going to score it right here at 4.25. So you get the A2 size card. Remember I told you when I started and I saw an A2 size card, I felt like such a ding-dong because I didn't know what that meant. Card people have their own language. I'm still not really fluent in it, even 3 years later. So if you're not fluent in card language, you'll understand me better. Or you can teach me some stuff if you are. Okay, so here's our card base, right? It fits in your standard invitation size envelopes. Let me grab one. It fits in your basic envelope, right? Super simple. Not a lot of fuss in. It doesn't take extra postage unless it's crazy thick. These aren't. All right, and then we've got this piece of Granny Apple Green that's going to pop on the front. And this is 4 by 5.25. And then, this is an extra that it's not in this die set, but it's so cool I wanted to tell you. This is the Tasteful Labels dies. Look at them. They're awesome. So I used the little one to do my congratulations. They're not in this one. Those are separate, but you'll use them a gazillion times. They're like those staples of dies that you want to have. All right, so what did I do on the front of this? Let me move some of this out of the way. So on the front, I took my Versamark. Now, Versamark is a really slow drying ink, and so it holds the embossing powder, which mine I have in this container, but because I use a lot. They come in threes. The basics are black, white, and clear. This is clear. If I can get this cover off without sending this stuff flying. This is kind of like the blue ink that I did. Oh gosh, I need an easier opening thing. You know what's going to happen, guys. This is going to go everywhere. Okay, phew. All right, I did it. Didn't make a mess. All right, and a spoon. And we're going to take this stamp. Please ignore how dirty my block is. The girls and I stamped a bit. I need to clean these. And you know what cleans this really well? Hand sanitizer. I know. Right, Susan? It could be. It could be. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to ink it up with our Versamark. I know, this could get into so much trouble. And you're going to make sure that you really get it. And this is a big stamp. So we're going to make sure we get it all over. Now, it's hard to see, right? So you're just going to have to go with it and hope you did it. Cover it back up. Yes, it is slow to dry, but still, you want to cover it up. And then I'm going to pop this on the front here. Make sure it's good and even. All right, you probably can't see much of anything. Let me see if I can get it up here so you can see something. Okay? But now I'm going to take my clear embossing powder. I'm going to put one of these down underneath it so I can pick it up in case I make a mess, because you know I can. I'm going to take a spoon and just kind of sprinkle like you're putting sugar on your cinnamon sugar toast. Okay? Don't be stingy. Go with lots of sugar. All right? And you're thinking, well, holy crap, I'm going to go through this stuff like crazy. No, you're not. You'll be okay. Hey, Rose, me too. All right, so then you're going to take the extra and you're going to put it right back in the jar or the container, whatever you have. Kind of hit the extra off. Don't touch the side that you just did. Again, it's you don't really see much, but oh wait, the magic is going to happen. Take this and put the extra back in and then move this away from where you're working. Can you tell I've made some of these blunders in the past? Yes, I have. Then you're going to need your heat embossing tool. I love tools. So that's this, okay? There's 2 speeds. The lighter, the one, whoops, that's 1. That's for vellum, really thin paper, things like that. 2 is what we're going with. I know it's loud. It'll go away in a minute. And then we're going to put the heat to this baby. And as you watch, you will see it start to turn. Once it gets hot enough, it melts. There it goes. Oh, my favorite part. Right? Those of you that have watched me before know that I tell this story. I was teaching a Cricut. I was hired to teach Cricut on a cruise. It wasn't my cruise. It was somebody else's. And they hired me to be their Cricut instructor. That was way before Design Space and we could do Cricut on a cruise. Jeannie, I did. I did have all this stuff just kind of hiding. Worked out well. Because, yes, my kit's not here yet. So, yeah, this is stuff I just happened to have. And kept it under wraps. So I'm on this cruise, and I'm preparing for my Cricut, and the director came up to me and said, hey, we have a make and take from this company. It's with embossing. You can do that, right? No, I have no idea what you're talking about. yeah, you can do it. So okay. So I do this and I follow the directions that someone gave me because I didn't know what to do. And we get to this part and I'm oohing and ahhing because I've never seen it before. Yeah, I'm a little slow. So that's it. That's all you do. And now, look at this. Let me bring it up so you can see it. Ooh, it's gonna do it. Come on, you can get in focus. You can do it, camera. Look, oh, isn't that cool? Super cool. Shannon, I love it. Okay, so this is gonna go on the front of my card now. Now, if you want to be like honest, I was gonna say critical, but honest, can you see right here? There's kind of a boo-boo. See, it's kind of a boo-boo there. I think that's actually my thumbprint. I didn't get all the extra embossing. Oh no, I hope Frank's okay. Everything went well. Jeannie will fill us in. So see this boo-boo? It's going to be okay because we're going to put this on top of it so it's not going to show. And a boo-boo is always ready to be covered up by an embellishment. No need to worry. All right, so then you're going to pop this on with your adhesive. Whoopsie. Right here on the front, kind of make sure it's nice and even so you can sleep tonight. Now, I could stop there, but oh no. Oh no, we're not. So let's put you over here. We're going to bring this little baby in. And it literally is a baby. And then I'm going to do this is one of the dies from this bundle. And I'm going to put down, where's my white? Oh, it's right here. Put this down. Yeah, cover your boo-boos. No worries. Put this right on here. Now, I find that if I'm just doing this, it doesn't matter if it wiggles, but a lot of times it'll wiggle. You know, the die just doesn't stay where you put it. So that's where the Post-it note comes into play. And you just pop that on top, and that's going to hold the die right where you want it, okay? Then you're going to put this on top. So now I've made my sandwich. It tells you right here what to do. It's super simple, right? Right, it's an original, you're right. And then feed my sandwich in. I can't do this left-handed. And then run this right through. And then I feel like "and then" is my new catchphrase. I've been saying that a lot today. Okay, so there's a couple of ways that you can do this. I have the little brush thing, and I do have that goes on top, but I couldn't find all the parts today. So I've just been using my paper piercer because this has a lot of really itty-bitty things that you need to pop out. But it's so worth it. It's so beautiful, and it really just pops just like that. The little holes that are in the center of the flower take a little bit. So yeah, we pop away. Don't rip it. Just get these all through. But this is the reason I posted this one day last week about why you still need die cuts even if you have a Cricut. I could cut this with a Cricut. I could, but it wouldn't feel the way it does when you use your die cut because this presses so it embosses the edges and rolls them under. A die cut from a Cricut doesn't feel the way a die cut from a die press feels. It just doesn't. And the other piece of why this is just relaxing to me because I'm not thinking. Now I tell you all, when you use your Cricut, that it's two parts. One part is the cutting and the measuring and the getting the software to do what you want. And then you can sit down and be creative. You can't really do both. It's the either side of your brain that has to work. So Jeannie, you didn't even get a break today. You got a break from the kids, but now you have to put your nurse uniform on again. Well, Jeannie wasn't a nurse before, but she's always a nurse because she's a mom and a Grammy and a wife. She was a teacher before. If you find that you're pushing too hard, push it down on the table because it really, it's like lace. It's so pretty. Almost done. Then you're going to want your little mat that's under my elbow. It has a good name and I'm not thinking of it right this minute. Oh my gosh. That sounds like a pretty intense situation. And he's home already? Oh, okay. All right, phew. I was reading ahead of myself. No, I'm not a good nurse either, Jeannie. I'm not. Okay, so this is the front side, right? Flip her over, and then you're going to take your adhesive, but when you're doing it on this, it won't stick. You can just wipe it off later. It's awesome. If I do it and I get it on here, I make a horrible mess. It comes off. It'll roll off, but it really makes an icky mess. Okay, so we're good. And now I need to make sure to cover up my little goober too. And put that right there. It's not an exact match. So there's that. And then my congratulations, which I probably lost because I already did it ahead of time. Oh, right here. And I'm going to use my dimensionals. Pop those on the back, one on either end. Well, that wasn't much of a silicone mat. Thank you, Susan. I knew I brought you back for a reason. And we're going to pop that right there. And then these sweet little matte dots. They're so cute. And you just pop 3 on. Now, if I were a handy dandy, really official, really good at this, I'd use my thing. And I can. But honest to goodness, it's just easier to use my fingers. I feel like I have more control that way, but it's only if my nails are the right length and I don't have a lot of nail polish on. And I don't tonight, so we're good. And just kind of pop those 3 in, and you are good and ready to write. You can write on the inside, you could stamp on the inside. Super cool, right? And it looks like incredible because of the embossing and then this, but it really was pretty simple. I am the queen of simple cards. I don't do things that are really crazy. No, you're right. You make them do that part tonight. You need some sleep tonight, and then you can handle things better tomorrow. I'm sure he's more comfortable sleeping anyway. And someone can get up and help him. But I know, some people are really cool. Thanks, Penny. Okay, so then I have another one. This one's pretty cool too. I wrote the directions down so I could write them for you later. This, you take your, again, the same card that you did before, the 8.5 by 11, cut it in half, and then score it at 4 1/4. But I'm going to take the front of the card and I'm going to cut off 1/4 inch of the front. Now, I could have done the whole math thing and figured out how to do it ahead of time, but you know, I didn't. I decided I wasn't going to waste that much paper by cutting off 1/4 inch. So, I'm going to take you and we're just going to cut off 1/4 inch right off the front. Okay. This one is a die that is in this one. It's from the hand penned ones. Look at this die. And you're thinking, oh, but you only have this. Well, guess what? It fits. It just goes right through, no worries. Right? Okay. And it's got this kind of stitching and the scallops. Really, really cool. So it's going to go right here. I cut the full length of it, and then I'll trim off the edges. That way I don't have to worry about making sure that I don't have it right where I want it. It's a little long, but we're good. So flip this over and run your adhesive right along the edge. Of the back. And then line her up. And you want to line it up with the stitching so it shows, but you want it to be straight. Oh, stop it. Easier said than done. There. Quick, jump. Nope. We're going to live with it. And then you just take your snips and you just cut that off. Okay? So now I have this super cute card front. Actually, I have two. All right. This piece that's going to go on is 3 by 4 3/4, and it's going to go on the front of it. All right, let me move you out of the way. Now, I could do more embossing on here if I wanted, but I wanted to do the dies because, you know, I got them. There's two. This one is an outline, and this one is the detail. So I'm going to do the detail in the green, Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to do the top one. Is that right? Nope. Yes, that's right. The top one is the detail one, and that's going to be in the Granny Apple Green, and the other one is going to be white. So, and again, it doesn't really, I don't have to line this up. Now, I could stamp, but it doesn't match it perfectly. The outline does. Again, why do I do this left-handed? I don't know. Okay, and then this one's going to be white. I thought I had a piece of white cut, but I guess I already used it. All right. We'll cut our white. And I never remember 3.5. Did anybody make corned beef and cabbage? I don't think I like it. I didn't make it, clearly. But I don't think I like it. My dad used to like boiled dinner, but he didn't like corned beef. He had to do it with ham. And it was some kind of, I don't know. I looked today and thought about it. It was boiled dinner, it was turnip and potato and ham. Now, my dad was super, he had to have a sectioned plate. Food did not get mixed together. He, oh, nice. Come on, get in here. I'm going to go this way. Oh, that's wonderful. What a great idea. You don't like your penny? Yeah, I don't think I do. Get in there. Why are you not catching? What is wrong with you? Catch, catch, catch. There. Sorry. Okay. So, we've done all the hard part. Oh, so you're just ready. maybe Mom will do it for you. And then you can just go eat it. All right, this is an example of what the die cut does. I don't know if I can get you to see it though. Come on, focus. You can do it. Do you see how it's almost like a step down version? You don't. There. Can you see how the edges are curled down, right? Oh, nice. Yeah, no, dinner on your own isn't fun. I do room service when I travel because I don't like to eat by myself. I don't know why. I kind of eat alone a lot at home. Well, I'm not ever alone. The dogs are with me because Bert doesn't always get home when I'm hungry. And we've just gotten, I don't necessarily wait for him. He's waiting for me tonight though because I haven't made the pasta yet. We're doing spaghetti and meatballs. Not Irish at all. Right, so I don't want to keep you waiting while I do this. Let me just give you an idea. So all this green is going to go, and it's going to go right like this on here, right? Super cool. And then it's going to go right here like this. And then I'm going to go over here with it, and then I'm going to use Anything Is Possible, and we're going to emboss it right here. All right? Oh, I got to finish it. I'm sorry. If you guys need to go, it's okay. You can come back later. But I do need to finish this. It's going to make me crazy, and I want to see what it looks like. I don't know how people are doing the Instagram reels and making them super short. I talk too much, apparently. Puck eats with you. He does. People that don't know what Shannon's talking about, Puck is a stuffed, is he a Bruins bear? Yes, he's a Bruins bear. Now I could do that with that little brush and the foam thing, and I'll pull that out to show you that later. This works, it's just you have to be patient, but really, where am I going? I can do it. So as you can tell, I picked like tricky things to do. I didn't just make the card front, which would have been easy. No, let's do the lazy die cut thingy. But I like it. Now, I honestly would not have attempted this on a Cricut because I've done one similar last month. The people in the subscription group know we did one similar, but it wasn't this tiny. And you kind of have to hold your breath that it's going to work. Oops, I missed that middle. This part. This one you need to put down to poke through. It's so delicate. Get through the, oh, don't rip. Come on, you can do it. All right, I'm going to make a mess. Hold on. We'll come back later. We're going to let that center stay there. It's okay. And then you are going to go here. All right, so see, I didn't poke the center one through, so I'm going to take one of my cute little black dots and put that right in the center. Oh, I like that better, but I didn't get the glue with it for some reason. There. Oh, I like that much better. Okay, so there's that, and it's ready to go in here, but I'm going to stamp and emboss, so I'm going to wait before I stick it down. So let's go back to our embossing process. I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to do Anything Is Possible. Love the font on this one. What's great about these clear photopolymers is you can see through them, so you can tell you have it the right way. Cover you up. Spoon and embossing. Sugar on the toast. Let's see if I can keep my fingers out of it. Oh my gosh, there's a mosquito in here. It was warm today. I'm in Vermont, remember, if you don't know where I am. And for us to have a mosquito is a little early, but there is one. It's because I didn't have the screens in yet. I'm one of those weird people that I take the screens out in the winter because I like to look at the snow without snow stuck in the screens. I know, it's weird. So then I have to put them back in. All right, so then we're going to do our heat. There we go. This would look kind of cool with the white embossing powder too. I kind of like this because it's tone on tone. I'm yelling. It's tone on tone, but it would look pretty with the white. All right, you're going to go right there. Oh, you know what? That would look pretty with a ribbon too. Ooh. I have ribbon, but I don't think I have any. This ribbon may not be current. If you remember, this was from a ribbon swap we did. So let me see what I have in here, because we need some ribbon. That would look all right. Tell me any white. Oh, this gray would look good. Okay. All right, so remember, I have this ribbon thing that I like. You take your pen. So here's a Sharpie. Do I want that? I do. I do. And you tie it around the pen. I hadn't planned on this ribbon, but I feel it needs a ribbon. And tie it in a bow. And tie it in another knot. No, not a bow, a knot. I'm sorry. In a knot. Pull twice. So 2 knots on the back, right? Then pull it off. You're gonna want a glue dot on the back. Wait, this looks kind of lumpy. It doesn't look pretty yet. Trust me, it'll be okay. All right. So let's lay you there. The reason I want that is because I want it before I go ahead and put it down on the paper. So it's going to go like that, and I want to come down here so it's just above the anything is possible, right there, right? And then I'm going to put you to the back and run some adhesive. It's just to hold it there so I get the paper down. And then snip you. Run some adhesive. Then I'm going to put you all down on the front, right here. Then I'm going to take my scissors, my snips, and I'm going to cut on the angle right here. And look what I end up with. Isn't that cool? Right? Let me zoom you in so that you can see. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm ready for this to go on right there. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Here we go. Oh, I'm so happy. Really, I'm in my happy place right now. hope you all don't think I'm crazy and that it took me a long winding road to get where I actually started. I do that when I go places too, because I get lost really easy. So I put my dimensionals on the back, right? And then this is going to go right here. And I think this is actually kind of poetic. Anything is possible, because that is my life story pretty much. Don't give up. So here's our 2 cards that we made tonight, and I will have the instructions for you. Let me zoom back down so you can see them both. So we have congratulations and anything is possible. And so you want to make sure that you go into the classroom, enroll in the Monday night free one that it says, if you're not already in there. And then this will be there along with the instructions. They'll also be on YouTube. And hey, Becky, I know, isn't it great? Granny Apple Green. We had to have that for tonight. It's not actually my favoriteest green, but it worked perfect for this. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining me as we are back in my comfy seat. And I will see. I know I have them on my order. I have a lot of things I want to try. I have a big list, so I need to work hard. Yeah, we'll be doing it. I have a bunch coming, so we'll see. All right, everybody, have an awesome night. I will see you again soon. Thank you. Share this with your friends. Tell them to come watch. We do cards for people that like cards that look cool, but they're not really foofy. See you soon. Bye.